I would love to tell you about my tight end.
Live from the Sycamore Lounge, it's time to muster the gusto with James and Sean.
Oh no.
That's how the show starts. You just start this up.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Welcome to Muster the Gusto.
Thank you.
This is Muster the Gusto, right?
Yeah.
You're
I thought this
Muster and
was-
I'm Guster?
I'm Muster and you're Muster.
I was told this was custard with pesto. I was looking for some food advice.
Oh, we have cookies.
I feel like this is going well.
Cool. Cookies.
I was trying to give you one.
No, do you want a cookie?
No,
He's
I'm
offering
okay.
you a cookie.
I'm pretty okay. Maybe I think I'll take you up later on the cookie.
Cookie? Okay, we'll save you for later. Well, it's nice to have you here. I've been wanting you here since the start, but you live in not America.
Yeah.
You're
That's
a foreigner.
that's a thing that happens.
You're
Unfortunately.
a first foreigner.
How does it feel? How does it feel to have a quasi foreigner on your shoulder?
Yeah, you're not a real foreigner because you're not
No.
actually from said country. Do you want to
You're
say
right.
where you live? You all have to.
I live in Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
French boy.
French boy. Is this the first person that has spoken another language on your show?
You haven't spoken
Is
another
that true?
language yet.
I mean,
Probably
possibly
from
one of our
France.
guests had spoken a different language, but they not on the show.
You
Never.
want to speak some French for us?
No.
Would you?
That's French for no.
That was good.
That was really good.
Look at this guy. He's
I was like, whoa, who is this French guy? Who is this sexy French guy?
a very
Whoa.
sexy French man in our presence.
Was he just wearing a beret?
You took your beret off. So
I did. I took it right off.
Because we had
I smashed it right through the back window.
You smashed a beret through my windshield?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hard as a rock. It looks soft. No. I don't know.
Oh, lordy. So, you want to talk about music?
So what's up?
Our
What are we
topic
doing?
is music today. Then we have another topic later.
Music today.
Music
What about
today.
music yesterday? Can we also talk about music of tomorrow?
No, just today.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, fine.
What have you been listening to lately?
Oh, lately. I've been really kicking on a real David Byrne Talking Heads thing going on. Since I've been home, actually, I've been listening to a lot more radio, and the radio here is a lot better than the radio in Montreal. It turns out
Tell me why.
there's actual people on the radio here. Like you can tune in, and there's like college radios, and there's people on the radio that like will actually talk to you about things.
They don't have that. There's no DJs here?
There are, but it's so few and far between. I've like struggled to find any.
Really?
Just the other night, I was like playing around, tuning around. I came to 93.5, and it was the Caribbean sound of New York City. And I listened to these two guys talk about how they just changed up their whole breakfast schedule, and now they're eating 2 bananas instead of 1. And I really loved that. I thought that was like a really wholesome kind of thing to listen to on the radio. And I found a really good song after that they played. It was called Money Move by Barrington Levy. That was a really good song.
Flash those words on the bottom there.
Yeah.
Also, why I'd like to hear this song. I guess I didn't realize that was less of a thing in not around. Well, I don't listen to the radio really much at all. Well, with the exception of I listened to the band The Red Room play on 88.7 the other day.
Tag them in there too.
Dylan. Oh, did I mention the thing with Monster Magnet? Real again.
Monster
Yeah,
Magnet.
Dylan's going to be opening for Monster Magnet, April 18th Starland Ballroom. I wonder if he knows how much we pimped his music on here, because I don't think he's watching.
He's watching.
No, I really don't think so.
He's somewhere.
I'm not saying it's like a bad thing. I'm just saying I don't.
It's on your roof, actually, to see Dylan.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, Dylan!
Dude.
What are you doing?
He was our first guest.
That's
he didn't
right.
even know this was a show. I just said
That was
come
fun.
over. I said
Like,
come
that
to
was
my
truly
backyard.
fun.
Then I remember,
I said I have an opportunity for you.
I remember you filmed him as he drove into your driveway.
That was gonna be originally we were gonna do that. We're gonna start talking to each other and then just wait for the guest to drive and come out. That was gonna be sort of everybody's entrance, but it sort of morphed eventually into
Not so.
we all start together.
It morphed when I beat you here this morning.
You did. That has never happened.
Because I come out and I'm like, they do know there's a show to be filmed today,
No,
right?
well,
I'm like,
So we told you noonish.
ish.
So we were gonna, and we told Zach 12:30. Now
Yeah.
you were here before
Probably-
12:30.
I was here
12,
probably at
16.
12:15.
12:15. Okay, so it's
I-
like I don't think we were late.
That's something that maybe we could breach. I don't know if you've breached it yet. New Year's resolutions. That's one of mine is to be early for things. To be
Early.
earlier for things because I find that I'm either on the wire or well past it, and I hate that. I don't like that at all. I want to be early. Early is late. You know.
It's nice to recognize those things about yourself, because I feel like some people just resign themselves, or don't even think about it, or if they do, they're like, oh, well, I'm just not going to be on time, or whatever.
Why accept it?
Exactly. Work to sort of change. If you feel like it's something that needs to change, work to change it.
Right.
Like what you've done. You've beat us here. You've embarrassed us.
I beat you at your own
Do you
game.
feel embarrassed? I don't.
No, I don't feel embarrassed. I do feel well, because you guys were early, and we did tell Joe that we.
That would have been funny if I just started filming and it's like.
That actually would have been funny. Yeah.
That would have been a good one.
Zach and Colleen.
There's like, I don't know where they are, so I'm just filming this.
You're with future guest Colleen. So
Yes.
we will definitely have her here at some
We'll
point.
have to like bleep her name out. It's just a white noise as we.
We could. We could
It
put like a
doesn't have to be
staticky
secret.
shrieking noise.
No, this is like we're
Secret
jumping
special
up in
guest.
anticipation,
Yeah,
because
that's
she's like
This is it.
famous.
Everyone in Monmouth County knows her. It's insane when you drive around with Colleen. Because when you drive around with her, you could be in any part of like the tri-state area, and she'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's my friend's house. I went over there a few times when I was younger." Or it's like it could be in any place, you know, like backcountry of like South Carolina, and somehow just like, "Oh, I know that person's place. That's my friend Jeremy's house."
So she just knows everybody.
Everyone
in
somehow.
America.
I it bewilders me. In the continental United States,
Yeah.
she knows more people than
We've been
I
out
could ever
with
think.
her before, and it just seems like no matter where you go or what direction you turn, she knows everybody
That's
that
true.
there is to know.
She's an impressive lot. That's for sure.
She's great, and we're very excited. Well, we're excited to have you now, but we're excited to have her in the future.
Yeah. Let's be in the now. Let's focus on the music of today.
Yes. So
Music of today.
lately, you've been listening to
Listening to-
radio in America.
Yeah. Radio is the thing that spurred all this. I've been listening to a lot of the radio around here, which is really fun. It's something that I think we all take for granted, maybe being in the 21st century, and you can just tune into anything you want at any moment, all the time. You have access to everything. So then, when you have like real people who are on the radio, making these radio shows, it's nice to just take a minute and appreciate them. Even I'm not a big sports guy. I'm not sporty bro, go sports kind of guy. But
You know we are.
I know I'm big in like the NFL house here. So
Oof.
we're gonna
Oh yeah. Did you see that running back had more passes per moment than
I
competing
always say
running
it's, you
backs?
just look at the stats. Just look at the stats.
I know the
Look
running
at-
backs these days. They're making more field baskets than you could ever believe.
Don't get me started on the halfbacks and the fullbacks. Like I could go. Forget it. We could do a whole,
Don't even talk to me
We
about your
could
tight
do a
end.
whole
James.
episode.
I would love to tell you about my tight end. No, sorry, you're not into sports.
No, I'm not in sports, but on 88.9, I believe that's the Monmouth University radio station.
I believe so.
And I was listening, and there was just these two young gentlemen talking about sports. And I stopped for a minute, and I just listened to them talk about sports. They were talking all about NHL stats. Now, this one person just got traded to another team, and they were so deep into it that it gave me passion. I was like, I'm excited for life now.
Yeah, man.
Because these people are excited to exist in a world where hockey existed.
It's nice
No,
to
it's
do
really,
that.
really great.
Yeah.
Really
I used
like
to listen to Car Talk on NPR.
Car
I don't
Talk's
know
great.
jack about cars, but that show is great. Do you ever listen to Car
I've
Talk?
never listened to
Oh my, it's so good. Like it's good because they're hilarious. Those guys are really funny and like ultra self-deprecating. But I think one of them is passed.
No.
But so I don't think it's a thing anymore. But man, I used to because I would listen to like Wait Don't Tell Me, and
Yeah,
this would come
that's
on
also-
before it or after it. I forget which one. But Saturday mornings, I would like listen to it for a minute or two because my instinct is to turn it off because I don't know or care about cars.
Sure.
But man, those guys are hilarious.
Right.
It's just nice to have that talk element. You're right.
It's true. And it's like one of those things where you can tune into the radio at any moment throughout the day or the evening at like 3 a.m. in the morning, and you can find someone out there who's just in front of a mic talking, you know? And I think there's like this loneliness factor where it's like 3 a.m. and you're listening to the radio, and you find someone else out there who's also just by themselves talking. There's like this like twin telepathy, this kind of like companionship that you somehow find in the radio. I really like that.
Oh, you're inspiring me to listen to the radio more.
Yeah, it makes me want to put on the radio.
Well, I
That's
just
cool.
downloaded this radio app for my phone because I wanted to listen to Dylan's thing. So it's like before that, I wouldn't. If I wasn't in the car, I wouldn't even know how. I guess you could put it on your laptop and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I do check in with NPR every once in a while, and then I check in with 88.9 every once in a while, and I think maybe Brookdale. Actually, one of our
90.5 is hit or miss, I find.
definitely. Well, I also find it's like
Sorry,
real
90.5 tonight.
sort of gray paint. It's all kind of in the same lane. You know, they
A little
don't
bit.
really. There's nothing really edgy or dangerous. Not that I need like edge or danger in the music.
I do. I need sharp razor blades. if I don't have...
But like, I've never heard a rap song on 90.5
That's
tonight.
so true.
Right? You know?
Just this morning I heard Grizzly Bear on 90.5 tonight, and I said, that checks out.
Okay, yeah, that's about right. It's all sort of just middle lane, nothing too scary, you know, or like
Maybe
no
almost
metal. I've never heard a
spooky,
metal
scary.
song, or I never, you know, it's like. But it's like they don't. It's not like they play bad stuff. Well, sometimes, but
No, I think that's a stretch of the imagination to think that they never play bad stuff.
yeah, but like on the whole, you can put it on. It's inoffensive. It's fun.
True.
So,
It is. It is. I like the radio, though I think there's certain times and places for it. I think being able to plug in, you know, some music every now and again, great. Love that. Like I said, I've been listening to a lot of the Talking Heads. I'm listening to a lot of David Byrne. I feel like it was a while ago when I came up to you and I said, I have never given David Byrne a chance, and now that I'm giving David Byrne a chance, I'm falling in love with David Byrne all over.
What's your favorite Talking Heads album?
It's a classic, but you know, the 1977. You
I like 77. It's great. My favorite is probably Remain in Light
know, Remain in Light,
and Fear of Music. I don't know. They might be tied.
Fear of Music. What's the album cover for that one?
It's like a manhole cover,
Okay.
and apparently the vinyl is like actually textured like a
manhole?
cover.
Oh, that's
I don't
cool.
have the vinyl, unfortunately.
Wow.
That has the big song on it would have been. Wow, why is it not coming into my mind right now? Ain't no disco. It's Life During Wartime.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
make me sing to you.
That's okay. I'm not going to make you do anything on your own show. There's that one album from the Talking Heads, or is it a David Byrne album? There's like a blow-up doll of like David Byrne, I think, or of something similar. That's a really good album. I don't know it, which is another issue I have, I think, with Spotify and all these other things, is that you listen to so much music, and then you never actually have like a tangible interaction with the music, you know.
Like to physically.
But to
hold
like to
the
physically
album.
hold the album and to like get to know it, you know? Because I feel like I'm just listening to albums and albums and albums, and I never really know like much about the album, you know. Or it's not like I'm getting deep in depth about like, oh, this is their 1983 Fear No More, you know, is the name of the album or something, you know. I feel like it kind of washes completely over me, all like a lot of these album titles and album covers and everything. It all blends into everything.
Sure. I find that when I'm listening to an album, I like to, lately especially, I'm trying to give everything my full attention and listen to it as many times as I feel like is necessary to fully absorb it.
Sure.
And during that time period, I usually will look up. God bless Wikipedia for me.
Right.
I'll look up. I'll go to Wikipedia. I'll look up all the facts I can find about it. You know, the year it was made, who was involved with the production, all that.
Everyone is involved with everything.
Yeah.
It seems like everyone knows everyone. As soon as you start to look at one person, all of a sudden they're like somehow associated with like 15 other people that you like.
It's all interconnected.
That's how you find out new stuff, bro.
Believe.
But yeah, I'm all for like a physical listening experience, be it vinyl or CDs. I still use both.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't moved my record player to the new house, but I'm gone. I swear. But Spotify, like honestly, I feel like when I was a kid, I would have dreamed of something like that.
Totally.
Like
Rhapsody came pretty close.
Oh, God.
I'm familiar. But
LimeWire? You ever do that?
LimeWire, yes.
Napster.
That I
LimeWire
know.
was-
Yeah, LimeWire was probably my first foray into things I shouldn't have been doing. But just to be able to
Naughty boy.
to be able to do that, to listen to any song I want, any album I want, essentially at any time I
Right.
want. I mean, there's pros and cons to and the way artists are treated or paid or compensated. Like I get that, but in the world we're living in, a post Napster world where like you can't put that cat back in the bag, I think Spotify is the only sort of option that makes sense. And just to be able to have access to all of that
Right.
for $10 a month, I feel like I don't know. I've been able to expand and listen to things that I never would have even probably considered, because it's like you have to make an investment. When we were younger,
Right.
you had to go and buy a CD. Well, CD.
You had to know the album that you were going to get and then find it.
Well, let's say like you just hear about a band and you've never even heard a song, and there's no YouTube or anything. So how am I just going to check out this song?
Right.
Chances are, if you never heard one note, maybe you wouldn't be willing to spend $15.
Totally.
You know, just so.
Which I guess is why back in the days of yore, they would drop singles, right? They'd drop those little, the small vinyls, and so people could do
Sure,
that and be like,
yeah.
do I like this? Is it worth paying more than $3 for?
Definitely.
Right? Just wild. Now we just get to sample whatever nonsense we want for free. We want everything. And we, by George, we got it. We did it, folks.
We did
Cheers.
get it, George. So, any favorites from the last decade?
Favorites from the last decade.
I discussed mine at length in episode 1.
True. I think favorites of the last decade, there was a lot of music that came out in the last 10 years. So much music. My deep love for the Screaming Females has really flowered. I would have to say.
Yeah, I'll take some credit for that.
I think
Because we went to go see.
it was
It's insane lineup, actually. Now that
it
I
was
think back on it.
Andrew Jackson Jihad.
Yeah.
Screaming Females.
Yeah.
Who else?
Headliner was Bouncing Souls.
Bouncing Souls.
And then the Seaside Caves, who are actually quite good too. Local boys.
Yeah.
But yeah, you wanted to see HHA, as
I
they're
did.
called now.
I did.
And
AJJ,
I
yes.
wanted to see the Souls, obviously, and the Screaming Females. So I was like, Zack, we got to check out this band, Screaming Females,
Sure.
that opened, and now look at you.
Boy, oh boy.
Bigger fan than me, possibly.
Fell head over heels with Marissa Patterhouse. And
Like those short girls.
And, well, it happens. I just want to be your friend, that's all. She seems cool. What about you? What's a top 10 from this decade?
Don't have one.
Yeah, the top 10 it, but well, what have you been listening to lately? I'm sorry, I didn't ask you that.
Oh, no, it's fine. Random stuff. I got back into the Oh Brother, Where Art Thou soundtrack. I love that soundtrack. It's really good.
Cool.
Obviously, I listen to a lot of Witch Doctor. That's my
God
song.
loves Witch Doctor.
Witch Doctor.
The song Witch Doctor.
The song Witch
Not
Doctor.
the Witch Doctor. That one. He's not talking about
actually-
a cool hit
Right.
band called
No,
Witch Doctor.
no.
I listen to that. It's like a kid's. It's like a kid's song. I really like it. I don't know why. I just do.
Do you connect with it in some way? Are you the Witch Doctor?
I think in some ways I could be a witch doctor. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think, Joe?
I can see it. I think that song's also out of its copyright thing, so we might be able to play it.
Oh, so
we
we
can
can
just
play
play
it
I think.
right now.
I'm not sure, but I know it's like at least
We
50.
should double check that, but if we can play it, I would love to.
Do you want to take a break and play Witch Doctor?
Sick.
Wow.
Oh, remember that part where he told the Witch Doctor?
I can't believe they mentioned the witch doctor in that song. That's wild.
Right?
So that's it? Oh, brother, without the Witch Doctor? That's...
Lately, yeah.
Which gets on to a good
No, you know what? I got into this past year. I really got into this band Leica that I was really into. It's this weird kind of. I don't even know how to define it. Like loungy and like it's weird poetry weaved into it. I don't know. It's weird. Check it out. I'm all for it. I like it. I like experimental. Leica.
Do you ever associate people with artists? Like, even if like that person never showed you that artist, but in your mind you have like a weird association with like this person is totally, a fan of this, or like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
even though you have no confirmation.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess that's just kind of basing off someone's like look, their kind of like vibe.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe like you, I associate you with the ghost of the saber-toothed tiger.
Yes.
Because he looks like Sean Lennon? Is that because his name is Sean? Like Sean Lennon?
I don't know. I have no.
Sean
Is it just Sean?
Sean.
It's a pretty basic connection, man. Sean.
Probably a pretty basic, but like I feel like it's like the aura of the music is the thing that I connected. Like the fact that Sean was the person's name, I didn't even know.
Yeah. What do you get when you meet? You know me too well, though, I feel
I
like.
know. I just get like a compilation album from.
I talk too much about it. I talk too much about the stuff I like and probably you did.
You know what I think when I look at James? Kids Bob.
Yeah,
Kids Bob.
but like the religious one.
The religious kids
Oh.
bop.
Yeah.
Is there a religious kids bop?
Of
Yeah, church bop.
It's like
There's gotta be.
Ever heard of church bop?
God bop?
Church
Yeah,
bop.
God bop.
Jesus bop.
Gospel pop. Yeah.
Cool. Do you have any shows coming up there or something?
I have not been going to that many shows. I think in 2020 I've been really falling off the wagon as far as going to concerts. I've been so engrossed in this first month or two, just trying to keep my head above water. It's been a real tumultuous time in 2020 so far. I haven't even been able to think about recreational activities.
Damn.
I know.
Jesus,
Would you believe it? As soon as we go into 2020, I slip on some ice, right into 2020, land on my shoulder, I'm out of commission for 2 weeks. My shoulder's boned. Down to the bone, raw. It was unbelievable.
Wait, this is a real thing?
This
or
is,
is
yeah,
this like,
no.
I didn't know if you were like,
He's doing a
connecting this
metaphor.
to
No, this is a real story. Actually, I really hurt my shoulder for a while there. And
Are you better now, or is it still kind of...
full mobility, baby?
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Still pops.
I'm always impressed
Still
when
pops
people
a
can
little
do
bit.
this. I'm always impressed.
It is impressive.
Can you believe it? Robot move.
Whoa!
Take that. That's the windshield breaker. That's what I call it.
The windshield.
Break
You
windshield.
really want to break something.
I'm ready to destroy something.
We have 3
Zach,
TVs
I
just
am
for
so
you.
surprised. Zach is very angry right
Wait,
now.
can we have Zack destroy a TV at the end of this?
Whoa.
I mean,
Can we?
no way.
as long as they're not here, bring them somewhere else and destroy them, so I don't have to worry about
Okay,
them.
I see.
Yeah, they'd have to clean up and everything.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh.
They're yours. You can have them. They all work too.
We do have several
Yeah.
TVs
You want
that
a
can
TV?
seem to be.
That's actually a thing. No, sorry. Anybody who comes on our show gets a free TV. It's like
Whoa.
And they're not allowed to
TVs.
say to refuse. It's not.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess I'm getting
You
the TV.
get a TV, and you also get another
And
TV.
I get 2.
So, well, I'm sorry to hear about all your woes.
Yeah. So it was like kind of just as this was healing, I fell into a real bad sickness. And then I got a 102 fever, and I'm now just coming off of that, which seems like it's not a lot of time, but it really took me down for like a real bad time. And now I'm finally feeling better.
You're
Life-
on the mend.
I'm on the mend, and honestly, it's amazing what a difference life is when you don't have a pounding headache. It's incredible, I gotta say. Without a headache, life becomes so much more hopeful.
Can't believe it.
So that's a no on upcoming shows.
So that's a big no, Rudy. I do have a few shows that are coming up that I'm interested in. However, that's a big old like Facebook interested in them, and I haven't bought any tickets or anything. there's like some things coming up, and I'm trying to make less and less plans in Montreal because I want to move back to the States.
Transition.
Yeah, exactly.
Come back to America. Come back to America. Come back to America.
Come back to America.
Yeah, and then you can play like the Pledge of Allegiance and
The flag waving behind.
Yeah, have the flag waving behind you, please.
Be pretty good.
That's good.
So that's my motive, is to kind of like have less and less fun in Montreal, so it seems like more of an apt place to leave.
Wow.
Which is probably more self-deprecating than anything else, but we'll see. It's also winter, and it's so hard to have fun in winter. So hard to have
I think that truck agrees.
That truck was.
No, they're having fun.
waiting.
Sounds
Yeah.
like they're destroying stuff.
They are.
That happened. I always forget about the noises that come over that way.
What's on your docket? What shows are you doing?
What is going on? Yeah, I've got a couple days in Philly. Well, this Sunday is Digable Planets.
That's right.
Work, so that's awesome. And then a couple of days in Philly. 2 shows at Union Transfer in a row of Montreal.
Of Montreal again?
Yeah.
You weren't even a big fan of
I like them fine. I don't care. But they come to Philly and,
They do put on a wild show.
the lady likes to go see it in Montreal, so I go with the lady.
It's a good band.
Yeah,
I like
they're
them.
good. They're good. I like them. I just, they have a lot out there that I haven't gotten to.
True. I mean, when they're putting out like 2 albums a year, and all the albums are like 24 songs, it's hard to.
You!
Oh no.
I've got a bone to pick with you, pal.
What have we done here?
You think that you're... Someone take my coat. Okay. This is about to get hot.
No, we're going off the
Hey,
tripod
shut up.
for this.
You think that you're some type of big shot? That you can come down here from Canada and not want to spend time with the 3 greatest friends that you've ever made in America?
As far as
Shut up! Nobody cares!
You're right.
So, you came down here for whatever reason it was, and you've got your priorities and all of that, ooh, la-di-da. And you think that you're too good to come to a party that we are hosting this Friday?
They sold me out.
Nobody cares what you have to say, Zach! Nobody! Now, no time to prepare. It's a nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Shut up! I want to know. Look into the video scope right now.
Video scope.
And tell these people, tell Joe, are you coming to the party this Friday? Yes or no? Yes.
Oh!
And that actually changes my whole response. I was gonna like put the microphone down and like flip the table. And
I was gonna say, I'm in a real like a demolition kind of mood. I was about to smack you with a chair, and then we can go like
He's been
full
talking about
WWE
breaking
style.
something.
Just don't break the iPad or
I thought you were talking about like
Tripod.
demolition, like the wrestling team demolition. Like
Oh,
you don't know that.
not there yet.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Not quite
Don't
there.
worry about it. Alright.
I did recently watch the beginning of a wrestling film.
The wrestler.
No, it was about this woman in Britain. She was a wrestler.
Oh, Paige.
The whole family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fighting with my family.
Fighting with my family. Haha, there it
On
is.
DVD.
There you go. Yeah. Situation diffused.
Yeah, I've never seen it. This
Oh,
isn't
okay.
even on. What am I talking Am I talking into it? It's also a little cold. Grab a Coke.
Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
hey.
All right.
Bring it in here.
All
Bring it in.
Oh, truce.
Harmony.
Oh.
Yes, thanks, man. It's kind of a big deal. I'm not much of a birthday person. Keep talking.
Wait, you want to
Yeah.
you can sit in
Okay, we got another chair.
Oh,
Another
no,
chair.
don't worry about it. Let me stand. Not one for birthdays per se, but I think 30 is a big deal.
30.
It's kind of like a milestone, 3 decades.
30 Rock.
And 30 Rock, good show, Tracy Morgan. And we
You know
have
the lead character, Tracy Morgan.
yeah, Tracy Morgan's the best character. And we all have we've got a place to have a soiree. We have a reason to do something. It's just an excuse to get all the people we like together and be like, hey,
It's time
I
to get
appreciate
real.
you. Yeah, it's time to get real.
Get right.
Yeah, get right, dude.
Get
be
your
sick.
sexy right.
So what have we? What's been going on?
talking about. We got all sorts of topics today. We're right
All
on
sorts
the
of
first
topics.
one. First one's music. Second one is the nature of existence.
Oh shit!
I'm
Okay.
actively trying to derail every conversation into something else. So
He does seem to be doing
It's been
this.
working pretty well.
Okay. All right. Well, what's your favorite sandwich?
Oof. I was just at Brennan's. Hot take from Oak County. Great place to go. And I saw a liverwurst sandwich, and I was like, I haven't had that since I was a child. But boy, do I love liverwurst.
Liverwurst? I've never had it. It's like mushy, right?
Yeah, it's like a pate almost.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's like
It's
deviled
pretty good.
ham.
What?
You never had deviled
You ever
ham?
had deviled ham?
You ever had deviled ham?
No.
I,
I've had it.
No.
It's like
We
cat-
know.
I don't eat.
like cat
I don't
food.
eat my
Is that
ham
like spam?
with the devil.
It's
It's
like
almost
it's
like-
Blended
I guess
Vienna
like-
sausages,
But it's like
kind of.
spread.
It's like a spreadable.
Spreadable ham?
Honestly, it sounds disgusting, but it's good. It's very good. It actually
Okay.
is very good.
That sounds good. So you didn't answer the question.
What's my favorite sandwich?
Yeah.
If I was gonna make a sandwich, nice, especially around here, like a bacon, egg, and cheese. Whole wheat or egg everything bagel.
Salt, pepper, ketchup.
Salt, pepper,
Where are we
ketchup.
going to get that bagel? This is an important question.
Bagel station. No,
Bagel
it's numero uno.
Absolutely.
In my life.
Absolutely. Everyone wants to tell you Bagel Masters. Nothing wrong
They
with Bagel
do.
Masters.
They
Nothing,
do.
Nothing wrong with Bagel
nothing wrong with
Masters.
Bagel Masters.
But the
Fine
line,
establishment.
that's what's wrong with Bagel Masters.
That's the problem with Bagel Masters.
What's
You
that?
don't need that line in your life.
The
I'm done with it.
line's crazy
You're
and it doesn't
almost
make any
30.
sense.
You don't need to wait any longer.
What are you trying to
What-
say?
What are you waiting for?
Are you talking about death's door?
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
can't afford to wait. You're almost 30.
You aren't getting any
There's only
younger.
so much time left.
Yeah, that's it. You're right. Shit. Well,
What are you doing? Waiting on lines for bagels at 30
I
years
like to
old?
think I'm a strapping young buck. This is me hitting my
Well,
prime.
now that you're in your 20s, sure, but
Yeah. I got 4 days left.
make them count,
That'll
man.
fly.
This is like the end of your life.
Yeah, so it's like I'm like this standing at 29, and when I turn 30, it's me like pop, crack,
Immediately.
Where's my walker?
Yeah.
No, you know what? No, Brad, I will say in all sincerity, it's like I felt invigorated on my 30th birthday. No joke. I felt like because it's like you start thinking these thoughts like, oh my god, 30, big change, whatever, and then it happens like, oh, I'm 30. It's like fucking same exact thing.
Yeah.
Same exact thing,
Same,
just
right.
different numbers. It doesn't just change overnight.
Just like to think I'm gonna be a little wiser as time goes on.
There's actually some biological processes that happen when you're 30. Right?
Such
Things start
as?
to happen. Where your voice actually gets deeper.
Is that right?
This is true. This is a true fact. As a
That's
yeah,
true fact.
yeah, this
Yeah,
is true.
where'd you get
As
that
a-
info? On
as
Reddit.com.
My buddy is a opera singer, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
he was
Okay.
he was telling me that there's actually a part that's like kind of more like a cartilagey thing until you turn 30, and it turns to bone, so your voice actually becomes more like full. And so when you're 30, you can like hold notes, you can like push out more, it becomes like this
Yeah.
full body thing.
You can really push it out.
Yeah.
Push it out, man.
Push it
Should
out.
I start singing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a mic right there.
This is the time, bro.
This is the day.
I told the witch doctor I wasn't in love with you.
No.
And the witch doctor, I said my name on there.
Da, 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 da.
Wow.
I don't know things. I don't know
Really
things.
brought it down,
Ruined my
man.
career.
Jesus.
I thought
What's up,
I don't even know what you were gonna sing.
Jesus, James.
We were talking about the song The Witch Doctor earlier.
Oh, dude, you know I don't know music that well.
Bing bang.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that shit.
I know that part.
See, you know it.
Is that what I was supposed to do?
No, I think after I said witch, no.
Missed the bill.
I think you're just supposed to do that.
Oh, okay. So I just
It's okay.
I was late.
Let's sing one we all know. Ready?
It's okay.
Kicking in the front seat, chilling in the back seat. Right?
Is that
Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Sorry, my
Party and party and
Yeah.
party and party.
Jesus.
I just said that. I just
Why
said that.
do you like this?
You don't get to yell at me.
I don't know, you fucked up
Here's
the
the
words of
thing.
Friday. I think he gets to yell at you now.
No, I'm about to be 30. My voice is gonna be like
You're gonna turn it
tremendously moody and full of bass.
I mean, you do have the jacket.
You do. Every morning you're just like, Wolverine. Now you're like, Wolverine. Like, Brad, I just said good morning. Wolverine.
Turned into a Batman figure of sorts.
And Brad, that's what they don't tell you. When you turn 30, the adamantium claws come out, so you're looking
Yeah,
forward
you're
to that.
adamantium level.
You get some claws.
They rise. I don't know. That's a hard life.
You could like slice up your chicken and stuff easier.
Dude, all the chickens that I have.
Chicken slicing. No, I mean, like, you know, you're making the chicken in the morning. It's like, I don't know, you make chicken in the morning. I don't know what you make.
At least 3 chickens.
Making the chickens.
Spend most of
You
your
know, in the
time
morning when
making
you make your chicken
Yeah,
spaghetti.
yeah. I make chickens. Like I don't cook them. I
No,
make
no,
them.
no.
create them.
In
Yeah,
your lab
Aw.
in the basement.
with claws.
Like,
I create-
little Wolverine chickens.
Yeah.
Adamantium.
That'd be crazy. Little Wolverine chickens. They have like the mask and little wings and like bop bop bop.
Is that the noise they make?
Well,
I've never heard
Wolverine
of a
says
chicken.
bub.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, I
Yeah.
see.
That's why someone else that we know this is Bub. When I first met him, he started saying that. Art and I were like, he's got the gift.
He might think he's Wolverine.
He might. Imagine.
I
Because
can
we
see him
can't,
being
we
Wolverine.
can't name names or say things.
Can you
But
imagine?
it's a nice guy. It's a great guy.
CD, compact disc, CD.
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 Do you know anyone that self-identifies as a Wolverine?
Like the animal or the fictional character?
Either. I'll take either.
I feel like I'm kind of like a Wolverine, like the animal.
Okay. How? Explain to me that thought process. Or don't, actually.
No.
I kinda like
No, it's
that.
not.
Keep
Yeah,
it there.
why would I go
Over-
in depth?
Don't need to. I don't need to wake the Wolverine. I don't need that.
You don't want
If you
this.
could be
You
any
don't want
animal,
this.
what animal would you be?
Wow, that's a fantastic question. See, I want size. I don't have size right now,
Like
so
a
I
dinosaur?
want it.
Animals
Brings
alive
up-
right now.
Brings up a really good question. Are dinosaurs animals?
We're going to exclude dinosaurs because if they were in there, everybody would.
And
just
I'm
make
over here just thinking I want to be a possum.
Possums are.
You would be a possum.
It really would be. Can we put a photo of you next to a possum?
Make it like I might do that. Make it like an Animorphs cover. And
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Little possum.
I mean, hey, they don't get rabies.
I don't know. There's the part of me that really wants to be like a giant animal, like a rhinoceros, but then also being a squirrel could be probably pretty cool.
Why?
I'm down with a squirrel.
Why is a squirrel cool?
You're agile. You have a fantastic squirrel butt, a squirrel tail,
A fantastic squirrel butt.
squirrel butt.
Are you checking out
Weird
squirrel
thing to
butts?
say.
Are you
That
not
is-
checking out
that
squirrel
is
butts?
a sentence
I'm not. I
that I've
haven't.
never
You
thought
are out of your mind. Next
That
time,
was the thing people were
next time,
saying.
next time you see a squirrel, check out that squirrel butt.
Can you edit like a little like headline underneath, like Zack, squirrel fetishizer?
Oh, yeah.
Could you please?
Oh, yeah.
The world needs to know. If
I think you
didn't
just
hear that.
inspired the
That was
next
like-
Gusto production logo. It's gonna be a circle with a squirrel butt hanging out.
No, I'm thinking. No. You know what it should be? Do you remember that old sunscreen ad where it's the little girl with her pulled by a dog? Just make it a squirrel, and that'll be it. So
That's pretty good.
there you go. Yeah.
Squirrels are cool.
So you want to be a squirrel?
I would love to be a squirrel. I think squirrels are underrated rodents. Are they rodents? I guess they're
Yeah.
Yes.
They're rodent-y.
I guess they're rodents.
We have a lot of squirrels over there. What do we call it? Squirrel, not Squirrel Hill. Squirrel Meadow.
Squirrel Meadow.
That's what we call our place.
Squirrel Meadow?
The backyard. Squirrel
Backyard.
Meadow.
Yeah, we got a lot of. There's a lot of nature there.
Have you ever tried to talk to a squirrel? Have you ever tried to communicate with one?
They're too quick and wily.
Oh yeah.
They don't sit down.
Also, they don't want to give away their plans.
Urban squirrels, very different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
All the-
insert
all
a
the-
picture into this.
Yeah.
On this phone, I have a picture of my aunt's squirrel eating some like Reese's cup or a cracker with peanut butter. I don't remember which one it was.
Well, I hate him.
I saw a squirrel back here once with a wrapped peanut chew in their mouth.
Yeah.
It looked like a commercial. Because there was a pinata here a couple days, or the day before,
Yeah.
that had peanut chews in them, and it did look real. Like I was like, what's going on? The brain short circuiting here? But that was pretty incredible.
I once saw a squirrel. This is back when Adams and he would compost and all this, and he had donuts over there. So there was a squirrel who had a donut in his mouth. I had a picture of it. I had lost the picture. It was so
Squirrel
great.
eating a donut.
Squirrel eating a donut.
See, squirrels are full of humor. I love squirrels, especially in cities. They're so much more docile around people.
Yeah.
So I've like pet a number of squirrels now because just
I'm super jealous. Of
walking
squirrels.
around campus, squirrels just want everything to do with you because they're like, humans have food. I want that food.
Until they bite you, bro, and you get rabies.
Never been bit. All they
Turn
want
into squirrel man.
is food in your hand.
Squirrel man? That sounds awesome.
Dude, butts, shit. Why are you referencing all these things with squirrels?
Shit. What?
Yeah.
Who mentioned that.
You just said pet the shit out of them.
I did not say that.
I heard it.
Like a tulip.
As we go.
And rewind it back. So people can hear it again too.
Squirrel Man? That sounds awesome.
I rest
Squirrel
my case.
fetishizer.
I want nothing to do with squirrels. I hate squirrels.
Okay, so then what animal would you be? Rhinoceros?
Rhinos. Rhinos are good.
Right. Hippo.
Hippos are probably cool.
Nobody fucks with them.
They're like mean and scary, right?
Yeah, the only animal that can take a hippo in like that environment is an elephant. Like otherwise hippos, they'll like bite crocodiles in half.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude, hippos are
Monsters.
monsters. They're monsters. But and they'll fuck with other people. Whatever. Don't go near a hippo. They're extremely dangerous. But
Are we allowed to curse on this show? I thought
yeah,
this
fuck shit, bitch. You can say whatever you want. You can edit it
You
out.
can't say that one thing.
Yeah.
Besides that,
The one thing.
say
The
what
two
you want.
things.
Two things. Well, it's, yeah.
All right.
Well,
Well, no, we can't say
that.
them. Brad.
I'll tell you. You haven't said them. You're good.
All right. I mean, you could always edit the stuff out in post-production.
Yeah, Job loves doing that.
Right? Yeah, Joe.
He really does.
He loves when we say stuff we're not supposed to say.
Yeah, let me curse. Cock. Titty
You
sprinkles.
can curse. Cursing is fine. Curse as much as you want. But
Yeah, it's just the other thing.
Ass.
you trying to find what we're not supposed to say? Is that what's happening?
Just doing some treasure hunting.
There's a secret word that has to be said, you know?
Chobo.
Cacao.
Ah.
No, Chobo is fine because
Yeah, they don't.
who knows about Chobo?
Who knows what
Who knows about Chobo?
Fucking chobos.
Chobo.
Chobo, you know.
They know Bo about Chobo.
They don't know about
They know Bo about
Chobo and Norricker. They have a sitcom now, Chobo and Norricker.
Chobo
Yeah.
in the Norricker. Chobo in the Norricker.
Theme song and everything.
I'm with it.
This bit's not going to make any sense to anyone.
No.
What the
So,
Yeah.
sadly, I
Things.
do have to depart.
Damn you straight this.
Okay.
It's now the time.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
very
me.
much, Bradley.
Yes, sir. See you very soon.
See you.
Chuck, take care. It's nice to see you again.
Jeremy. Really great.
All right, don't just make up fucking names, man.
Chuck is Chuck.
See, that means he's not
He
a
doesn't
regular
know the
viewer because he doesn't know who Chuck is.
He doesn't know about
Chuck.
Goodbye.
The whole thing fell apart.
Goodbye.
Chuck.
See you later.
See you, bro. There he goes. Off
There
into
he
the
is.
distance.
Oh, man.
There goes my hero.
Watch him as he goes.
As he goes.
We'll do these
Yeah.
last
I've completely
couple,
derailed this whole episode.
No,
I'm so
well,
sorry.
you. I mean,
Brad just brags in.
Yeah,
no, that
that's-
was.
that's
I will admit that was pre-planned.
fair. I figured.
We told Brad to come in like a wrestler at you, and
It worked.
happy to oblige. All right. So, favorite like young artists, like newer artists. You said Screaming Females. If you want to come to another.
I would like to come up with another one. There's this band in Montreal that I'm such a big fan of called Sorry Girls. That's
Right.
Sorry Girls. They are phenomenal. I've seen them like 5-6 times now. Everything that they do is so fun, you know. I think the last time I saw them, they started this whole show, and it started off with just one person on guitar, kind of played like one note, and then just contorted and twisted it until it hit this like weird gray noise thing, and then after that became just everyone's atmosphere. The synth started to play over it, then the guitar played over it, then the song started. And it was like, that was the background for the whole song, was that one note contorted and twisted and everything. I thought that was extremely fun.
Wow.
Very, very fun. Fascinating stuff to get into. The lead singer's voice is very nice. They just came out with an album called Deborah, I believe, in 2019. Really good album. Really fun to kind of get into that. It's kind of like retro, like 80s vibe.
Oh, that's all you're going to say.
It's really something special. Some years. So that's what I would say. A young artist there. Another one is my close friend Nick Palermo has a band called Have a Good Season.
I know about that.
I love them too.
Also, I mean, I guess it's King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard. Are they new? I guess relatively speaking.
I feel like they have a pretty firm base, you know.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. But they're. I mean, it's
Firm
younger.
base, anytime you wear that shirt, everyone in the area is like, oh, King Gizzard.
Yeah, people, not even in the area, no matter where I am.
Yeah.
I'm wearing that shirt, people.
Well, I mean, in your immediate vicinity.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
says, "Oh my God, King Gizzard."
Yeah.
I always get mixed up in my head with King Gizzard and King Khan and the Barbecue.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, well, they're different bands though. But
No,
are
of
you
course.
trying to tell me that you have not listened to King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard?
No,
Are you trying to tell me?
I have listened to King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard, but like just from the just from the basis of their names, it's like King Khan, the Barbecue Show, and then King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard.
What's another really good band too? I like
Yeah,
them.
both of them are great.
So those shout out, Shawnee. Newer artists? No good. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not keeping.
All right, here's a tough one. I got two tough ones.
Two tough ones. Oh
This
no.
one I don't want us to think too much about. But if I
Okay.
was to ask you real quick, like, what is your favorite album ever there was? Hit me. Okay, computer.
Really?
Probably. I don't know.
Wow. Like their self-titled
Okay, computer.
is okay.
By Radiohead.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking OK Go, and I was like, wow.
No, I mean,
Why would you choose that?
no, I like Okay Go just
Oh,
fine.
OK Computer by Radiohead makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, no, okay,
That
okay.
checks
computer.
out.
Maybe Keys Be Nice, but too. I like too. Like immediately when I think about the albums that I like
Favorite
most, I think
albums.
are the most consistent, are like been the most important to me.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that come to mind.
I think recently my favorite album has been the Francis Kinley
Self.
Self.
Is that how you say it?
Solo. Kinlan.
Is that how you say it? I've never said it out loud.
I haven't asked, so I'm
I thought it
really
was
sorry.
Quinlan. That's how I heard it in my.
Quinlan.
But that could be that. You could be
I have no idea.
singer of Hop Along.
Hop Along's lead singer came out with a solo album. Boy, oh boy, that struck me.
Asbury Park. You can go to that one.
Yeah, that's right. What, in May?
Yeah, I think it is. Is it around then? Yeah.
I would love to see that.
I've seen
I would
them
absolutely-
walk together several times, but I'd like to see anytime she comes around here, of course.
Yeah. That or Michigan is my boy Sufjan Stevens. Michigan, I think, is always a warm place for me to go back to.
I have another question related to him.
Oh,
Well, not exactly. Actually, not related to him,
not related to him.
but
So why'd you say it was related to him?
because it is.
Oh.
It is, and that it's not.
Okay, I see.
He's
So-
excluded.
So it's related in that he's a criterion.
His name is written down here as something you're not allowed to pick.
Okay.
Next question.
Cool. Hit me.
Well, let's go, Sean.
What's your fave?
I'm having a brain
Just you
fart
gotta
right
say
now.
something.
Well, no, I'm saying I'm having a brain fart about the name of the album. It's, you would know, Portishead
Dummy.
Dummy, obviously, yeah.
Dummy.
Dummy is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Wow.
Love it.
Dummy's pretty
And
great.
I feel like it was so influential to so many artists, you know.
True.
Dummy's pretty great. All right, here's a tough one. I don't even have an answer for this, and I don't know that I can say one. But
Okay.
let's say for the rest of your life, you can only listen to one artist. That artist cannot be Sufjan Stevens.
Okay.
Who would it be?
Fall back to Daft Punk. Why not? It's rocking with Daft Punk. I think their music is broad enough where you can find something for every category.
Daft Punk, really?
Yeah.
No offense, but
I think you just don't like them because Chick got the short end of the stick in 2013.
no, it's not that I don't like him. I was personally trying to think of an artist that with a lot of variety in their catalog. And Daft Punk, I'm not
I'm
saying.
sure you would choose King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard
Yeah, I mean, sure.
because that
Yeah, because they do have a lot
variety.
of variety. But I feel like I need to pick an artist that has so much music in their canon that it would be like don't get me wrong, King Gizzard has a lot of music, but like I don't know, like an artist like Willie Nelson who has like
Or what is
almost
it,
uncountable amount of albums. you know?
who is it? Guided by Voices?
Guided by Voices. Yeah, I wouldn't
So
choose
many
Guided by
albums.
Voices though, because there's not a lot of variety there. I love a lot of their music and several of their albums, but it's like there's no one Guided by Voices album. Like, oh my god, I can't believe they sounded like that there.
Right.
So yeah, King Giz, that's a good front runner, but I don't know. I just feel like I would need an older artist.
An older artist. So you want to go more towards what? Like, are you interested in like a Bob Dylan choice kind of thing?
No.
Like somewhere in that genre? Maybe like the Velvet Underground or Jonathan Richman, I think also would be maybe instead of Daft Punk. I will replace Daft Punk with Jonathan Richman.
That's a good. Not that
I think
Daft
I
Punk is
choose.
a bad answer. But
No, but I think it was a go-to album. I was still stuck on the last question, maybe with Daft Punk. Sufjan.
I get it.
Good albums for Daft Punk, but Johnny Richmond is, I think, someone that I would take to heart.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah,
I don't know if I would be allowed to include the Modern Lovers there, but I would like to.
I'm gonna say
I
no.
would like to.
Because otherwise I could pick, like, you know, you pick Jenny Lewis and Rival Kylie and like that one.
True. Just bring the troop.
Yeah, so I feel like it's just one particular, like, artist.
Yeah.
Or band. So it's like, if you pick the Velvet Underground, you couldn't have all the Lou Reed albums. You'd have to pick Lou Reed. Lou Reed has significantly more albums than the Velvet Underground put out. So that's
true.
a better choice, but I don't know.
Is quantity better than quality?
Well, if you only have one artist for the rest of your life, I feel like quantity
Beats
is a factor.
Okay, great.
So,
Good point.
Sean, any ideas? No?
We'll bring like
What do we
an
Just Witch Doctor. Just Witch Doctor. I'll be over here just.
Do you have a favorite soundtrack for good old movie?
You know what? I'm gonna go Daft Punk on this one.
Which
Oh.
one? Tron Legacy?
Wow.
That's actually.
That's
What's that soundtrack or score though?
Oh yeah, I guess that is.
okay.
No, I'm just-
let's
No, I mean,
Rob
he's got
and-
No, so you're saying soundtrack or score?
or score.
Okay.
Yeah. Music to watch a movie to.
The one that really jumps to mind to me is Broken Flowers.
Jim
Because,
Jarmusch, baby.
Yeah, I love that movie, and I also feel like it exposed me to some music that I had no familiarity with. And I'm not even talking
True.
like Ethiopian jazz. I'm talking jazz in general.
Right.
I just had no interest or no proclivity towards listening to jazz. But that sort of like opened up my mind and my ears to the fact that you can like jazz. Maybe it's not what you've heard, and it just so sets the tone and vibe of that movie.
Phenomenal
That,
film.
that it just it's the first one that pops to mind when I think of soundtracks.
I gotta throw one in there. The Crow.
Yeah.
Crow.
I mean, it's a good vibe.
Okay.
No, The Crow is a really good soundtrack. Yeah. Rage Against the Machine on there, Rollins Band, Helmet, who else? Pantera,
What about Baby Driver?
Nine Inch Nails.
Oh,
Baby
nice.
Driver's a good
One, yeah, it's a great soundtrack.
Yeah?
Very good soundtrack.
Definitely. Love Baby Driver.
It's a lot of points on that soundtrack.
Press Point Blank, great soundtrack. What else? I mean,
I'm a real big fan of the Darjeeling Limited soundtrack for the Wes Anderson film. I know it's a bit stale of a film, but
some Kinks on there.
got some Kinks. You
Yeah,
got some
it's
French music on there.
French
You got
music.
all the like the Bollywood kind of the Indian like folk music. Love me a good sitar.
Great stuff.
Yeah, really good.
Does this conclude the music portion of the show? Alright, okay, we'll get it to
Is it the Murder She Wrote?
Murder She Wrote.
Murder She Wrote.
So, here we go.